get the brand new limited edition PALS holiday package available at thepalsmerch.com. Hey everyone, welcome back to PalsCraft, where all the other pals and I have a go at Minecraft SMP. Today we are going to prank someone today. If you saw the last PalsCraft episodes, you know we met an opponent and we know where his base is, so what I am going to do today is prank his at his own base. So I hope you are ready for this, because I was waiting for this moment a darn long time. The people that know me know that I love pranking people, so yes. Oh wait, before I go I will show you the process we made with the new mining machine. It is going very well and things are getting complicated, so hopefully we will keep managing it good, so everything will stay up and running. As you can see, it uses a lot of oil. Sometimes it is hard to find oil resources because, well, I don't know why, but until now I have managed to keep it half full, so that is alright. Maybe something for another time to find the oil source and build an oil platform on top of it so it can transport that oil towards my base, the sub-headquarters as I like to call it. So that was everything for the mining machine. Let's start going up where you are wondering, well, to the surface to start making our way to our friend that we are going to prank so darn well. I have a huge idea in mind, but I won't tell you until we are there. So let's go. We will just use this very magical arrow, which is just the best, and place balls of explosions everywhere. That way we will be much faster. So now all of you beautiful people know what we are going to do. But how should I do this then? Just spam click everywhere, or should there be a structure kind of thing? I think it might be better for the explosions if we keep a bit of a line where we could oversee all of it, because then we will be able to see how everything blows up and it will be very safe. And then my man Steve will be very glad that we did that, since he is going to be really proud of us. Nice. You know where I got all of these explosions from? Would you like to know where I got these explosions from? No? Why not? I was going to explain to you how you get TNT. Oh, okay. Alright then, let's do it. So here it goes. Take an arrow in Minecraft, then you right click. Yes, that is right, world edit. Really nice, like on a level from not so nice to really nice. This is almost at the really nice. So you thought that I would make all of these bubble things of TNT with my bare hands? Well then, I would be busy for like an entire week or something, which would not be really good for all of you, since this video is only like, let me see, yes, 15 minutes long. You probably don't want to see me placing TNT in a bubble shape for an entire week, right? Oh lord, that would just be a disaster, to be honest. But we have got a lot of new TNT in here and it is just looking really cool. This is like that place that they have in America, yes, with all of those mountains which are really rocky and really high, but then like not in a mountain shape, but more in a reverse shape like this. So it is basically a mountain, but then not in height but in depth. And that was an explanation about world edit that we are not allowed to use in this server. If I only could use that, I could win this whole world, but something you can't have everything, so that is why we won't use world edit. But it is time to pull of the prank, people, the prank we all have been waiting for. Let's place our friend in a good spot to destroy his farm. I am so excited, people. He doesn't know that I am going to lock him up at his door and then start destroying everything I can see, and at this moment it is his farm. He is so stupid to let me in. Who lets in a random guy into his base? Like, who does something so stupid? But let's start the prank. Lock him out of this room and destroy the farm. I think that he is going to be angry at me and then start trying to kill me, but of course I won't go down without a fight. Come on then, fight me. I am always optimistic, and I thought maybe I just need some time to get down, but I now have spent some time on this island and it would be a great idea if I actually try to go down once in a while. If we jump down with this white Hummer that no one is taking, that we can just take because there is no lock on it, we can escape from this island, because that is the whole idea of this game mode. But this white car should jump because it is so happy to see us and it is just waiting to get driven off the cliff. No one knows why these cars want to drive off a cliff, but they just want to drive off a cliff. Why did we survive this long fall? Are these Hummers actually made for this island to fall off? But let us respawn, and I think I know what car I am going to take next. That is right, baby, I am going to take the red one because the color red is freaking amazing, and I always wanted to drive a red car because it looks like a Ferrari, and Ferraris are really cool, and probably every kid wants to own a Ferrari or a Lamborghini when they grow up. But yeah, apparently these red Hummers fly. I do not think this is an actual Ferrari, but this probably is something that NASA built for their secret moon trips to the moon because they want to live on the moon, but I don't know why they want to live on the moon so bad. Well, then we crashed our expensive Ferrari. We are not happy with it because Chip actually paid for this big Ferrari. Maybe Chip is actually a really rich millionaire that can buy a lot of Ferraris just because he wants to own a couple of Ferrari. We do not have legs, but I mean we can swim, so why do we actually need legs then? Because if you can walk without legs in this game, your body is actually bigger with legs, but if you do not have legs you are a lot smaller. I think there are a lot of things to explore in this little town that looks like a Mexican village. Hey, what is this over here? Is that a store where they sell hats? Because these people make a living with selling hats, and they actually like selling hats because that is what they earn their money with. But we now have many hats on our head. Oh, now we are a teapot. Oh, that is actually pretty comfortable. You would not think that your head inside a teapot would be comfortable, but it actually is pretty darn nice inside of here. Now if I get warm water inside of me, that would probably not be comfortable. But maybe this teapot will give us special powers to climb this very big mountain that is also the island where all of the cars are standing. Did you know that those cars are actually a kind of transformers? Oh, I should not have said that because that is a secret only 11 people on this earth know, but now that you already know, I will not keep it a secret anymore because you already know, and you are probably curious to what the cars do transform in, because I know I was when the man, the myth, the legend Joseph Antrim, that is the brother of Billy the Kid that you probably once in your life heard about because he is a very well-known cowboy, but little did Billy the Kid know that his little brother Joseph was actually a transformer maker. Do you know that guy from back in the future? You know that old guy that made the car that is called the DeLorean, I think. But yeah, that old guy is actually Joseph, his uncle. And so did Joseph learn about making cars in the first stage of his learning progress. And the old guy learned some things here and there about how cowboys lived and how they ate, and normal things that were normal to the cowboys because it was their normal life, so it is normal for them. But anyway, as Joseph learned more and more about how those cars worked, he started to develop, and he got more and more interest in building his own cars, but he did not see another car except for the DeLorean, so it was all going to be a surprise for him. But the old guy told Joseph that if he learned all the things there was to learn about cowboys, he would eventually take Joseph back to the future and show him some things in the future about how things have changed and how things work in the normal day of the future people. Joseph could not wait and showed the professor all kinds of things about cowboys, and because he was the brother of a very famous cowboy named Billy the Kid, he could then show his uncle even more things because he could see how a very famous cowboy lived, and he quickly learned a lot of things about cowboys, like how they poop and how the cowboys hunted when they were hungry. They basically would just shoot everything that they saw that was actually edible. So that one day that the professor would learn almost everything there is to learn about cowboys, he told his nephew that it was his time to learn new things to give him some more knowledge as well, because it would not be fair otherwise. So the two decided to go to the future with his uncle the year that his uncle's grandson was born. It was spectacular to see, but Joseph had other things in mind. They needed to get some normal-looking clothes for Joseph, and they decided to go to the local mall. They could not take the DeLorean because that car is not made to just drive with. The two exited the hospital where the uncle, his new grandson, was born, and Joseph finally saw some cars at the parking lot. The first car he saw was a Hummer, and he instantly fell in love with cars, and especially in love with that Hummer that he saw. That one Hummer was yellow just like almost every other Hummer, but Joseph did not actually like the color yellow on a Hummer. He decided that it would be best to seek work in the present time and make some money while he would live under his uncle's roof. He applied to a couple of different jobs, but he did not have a decent resume because he could not say he was from the time of the cowboys because they would laugh at him and just simply not believe him, because who would believe someone that said they were from a time period that was a couple of 100 years ago? But eventually the professor gave Joseph a job in his lab. It was not much, but he could learn about the DeLorean and how cars work, and he also would buy a simple car with the first money he earned. It was not much, but he could see how a car is made and what is inside the car and all of those things. Because you know, it would be handy to know something about cars if you are planning to make Transformers out of Hummers. But Joseph did not yet know that he was going to make Transformers, but he just got an old piece of rust car that he would occasionally just mess around with to see what different things do to a car. He then came up with the idea to make the doors of that poopy car also open up like the ones in the DeLorean and like Lamborghinis. So he did just that. He watched closely every time his uncle would open up the doors of the DeLorean and would search out things in the library about those magical doors that open onto the air. But the cars were not yet there because he did not yet make them. But after a while he knew how those doors worked, and he installed some doors and bolts, and it would make them also open up like the ones on the DeLorean did. He was so proud of what he accomplished, because about 2 weeks ago he did not yet know what a car even was, and now he is revolutionizing doors for cars. But Joseph did not stop there because he wanted to learn more about cars and even about other transportation ways. He got to know how airplanes worked. He learned about bicycles, trains, and even boats. Motorcycles did not interest him because they were not safe. At least that is what Joseph thought. But he knew all of the things there was to know about transportation, but could not yet find out what it was that would make him able to do more customization on his car. He tried and he tried, but nothing that he did actually worked. So he asks his uncle to help him. The old man gladly helped his nephew and told him that he was doing it all wrong. He showed him a couple things that he was doing wrong, and that is when Joseph realized that he wanted to build cars that transform into robots. So everything is done. We made the headquarters a bit faster by making the ladders. Now we are going to place the real trap. You though I was done right? With the farm prank? Well, I am not. We are back in his base, and what we are going to do now is going to be even better. Ha ha ha, I am so evil. You have no idea. Well, the plan is to go to a furnace and place a chest beneath it, so when he cooks something it will disappear into the chest. Really smart. After some time I will come back and pick everything up. Oh Lord, why am I so smart? Come on then, come on then. But I think that how we stack the chests up right now, it just looks absolutely amazing, and I think that we deserve some props for this creation. The only thing that is going to be pretty hard is filling all these chests. And the other thing that is going to be even harder, I think, is that we are going to have to remember what is in all these chests. So I guess that I am not really looking forward to that, but I guess that we are just going to have to remember, and otherwise we are going to need to search, and then we would have a little search hunt thing, and it is just going to be amazing, because then we could feel like a pirate, and we could imagine that this is actually in a boat, and that we are actual pirates, and that we just captured this ship, and that we are now going to take the booty and all of the things that are not booty but are still valuable and stuff. So our ship will be filled with things that are valuable, and I am not really sure what we are going to do with this ship then, but I guess that is going to be the captain's choice. Wait, what is that? I am the captain? Oh God, well then, I surely hope someone will speak up and say, look at me, I am the captain now. But I guess that no one else is on board of this amazing ship that we just captured that is filled with diamonds. But that is a positive, because now I don't have to share the things that I have found, so that is just fantastic, isn't it? Well, I am really happy with what I have found. But the thing that I am also going to be happy with is this minecart station thing that I am about to make, which is basically going to be a bit of a roller coaster underneath and through my house. Yeah, that is right. You all thought that I had forgotten about what I had said. Well then you are wrong, because I did not forget, and it is in the making right now. But I guess that we do need somewhere to board our train, and that there has to be at least some space where the roller coaster goes outside, so I guess that we are just going to make a secret entrance or something like that right here. Right, meow. But I don't know what this is going to be yet, but I just wanted some air right here. But it is just going to be some kind of secret entrance for if the pirates come with their boats and then attack my house, and then they are going to want to come inside of my treasure room. But then I will place some traps really quick, and then I am just going to run away with all of the treasures, and then they will end up with nothing. But I will end up with a brand new ship that they have then parked outside of my island, which is just fantastic, because I have always wanted to own a boat. But our little mini cart station is not really that secret, because there is a hole underneath these cauldrons, but I guess I will make something out of this, and that it is just going to be fantastic, and that the station can just be shown as it is shown right here, because it actually doesn't really look that bad, which is just fantastic. And I think that we do need somewhere that the mini cart is going to go up here in the main room that is up here on the normal level, and not just only down there in the basement. I do know that my basement looks really sick, and that I have a mini cart and a station down there makes it even more amazing, so that is just fantastic. But I guess that we are just going to have it so that it is just amazing. But here it right now, and we are just placing the tracks right now, and I guess that we are just going to see where the power rails are going to be, because I don't really know yet, which is not really that professional from me, as you are known. But this time I am not a professional mini cart placer. But I guess that this track that we have in our house is actually kind of amazing. It is not really going fast, but I guess that it is better than walking. And if I even fall over some kind of stick or rock that is outside and then I would be hurt on my leg, then I always have this amazing way of transportation in my very own house, so that is just fantastic, isn't it? Well, at least I think it is fantastic, and that is all that matters, I guess, because I live here and I don't think that all of you live here. But I guess that you guys would also really like to have your own roller coaster in your room. But with that said, everything is in place, the trap/Goodwill is right there, and this video is coming to its end, so I will see you beautiful people in the next episode.